That's stupid. Okay, anyway. All I did is after we did our review and got the answers or pretty close to where it was, then I just kind of reviewed it and did that like 4 times till I could answer without looking at my cheat sheets or anything.
That's usually what I do, and I thought that I had done it enough, but when I got in the tests, I just blanked. The questions
Yeah, well,
were just different enough that it caused all sorts of doubt and like
yeah,
there was negatives instead of positives, and I was like, I don't know if I can use the same equations.
it's right. Yeah, it's just kind of how it works.
Because there's so many equations that we have that don't work if you have it in the wrong format, you know?
Exactly. And I don't know if that's the way they plan it.
I don't know.
So it looks like there's a lot of graphing ones, and I
Yeah,
never really was good at the graphing, so
horrible at the graphing, so I'm gonna have to study that.
yeah.
But I mean, as a positive, I mean, literally half the test is graphing.
Yeah, that's the stuff I don't know how to do.
So I mean, I can't imagine learning it's gonna be horrible.
Well, I was looking a little while ago. It says that when you've got your X, Y's, and Z's, you just get rid of one of them and then graph it. So you get rid of the Z and you try to graph in the X and the Y, and then you get rid of the X the next time, then you get rid of the Y, and then you can just connect them. So maybe it's not so bad, but it
We
just
still
seems
have to
crazy with all the shapes.
we still have to identify each one.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. That's crazy.
And the formulas at the top I appreciate, but it's like nerve wracking at the same time. Oh, I just realized something. These formulas would have been really helpful with the quiz. There was at least one of these formulas that I just couldn't find. So,
Which one are you looking at?
well, I was having trouble finding AT. I ended up getting it right by the looks of it. At least, I mean, I got the formula right. Doesn't necessarily mean I got the problem right, but
Yeah, that's kind of weird. It depends. There's a couple ways you can find it too, and
yeah.
or no, maybe that's AN I'm thinking of. Well, there is still a couple different ways.
There's a couple different ways to find AN. I know that.
The thing that stinks is with all these equations we have to know, like with physics and with the A of t and A of n.
Yeah.
I mean, he does give us a lot of those equations on the top, which is kind of nice, but I wish we could have a sheet of equations so we can just glance at it. Because it's hard to remember it all for me.
Well, the thing that I'm worried about, like, do I need to memorize these formulas for the test? Is that what he's saying? Or is he saying that he's going to give us these formulas?
It's a good question. I don't know.
Because I'd hate to spend like hours memorizing these formulas, get into the test, and find out I don't need them.
hmm
But I'd hate even more to not memorize these formulas, get in the test, and be like, well, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's just kind of obnoxious. All the algebra that goes with these problems is kind of crazy. Okay.
I don't mind the algebra. However, trying to remember some of the trig equations is a little annoying.
hmm
Apparently, sine squared plus cosine squared equals 1 is the most important, though, because I use that so many times in the homework and the quiz.
Yeah. I like it when they cancel each other out,
Yeah.
or at least a term of them. The middle terms, then you can just get rid of them
Yeah.
in the square root. Well, so we try doing number one.
Yeah, might as well start at the beginning, I guess.
Okay, so to find the equation, it is the normal vector to the plane multiplied by, what is that, x minus x naught?
Which one are you looking at?
Number one.
No, sorry. Which equation?
Oh, just going from my memory.
Oh,
It's
gotcha.
it's the normal vector times, and then in parentheses it's the a part of the vector, n, I guess. So I guess I don't need to put n there. So, well, anyway, I guess it's just n times x minus x naught, and then that's y minus y naught, and then z minus z naught. So I get it's a times x minus x naught.
I thought that what we needed to do was do start with make a new one from q naught minus p naught and r naught minus p naught, and then cross multiply the two to get the equation.
So let's see here. Yeah, I was just getting the general form out. So yeah, we're going to be doing that to get the normal vector to the plane.
Okay.
And then we just pick a point and we can just plug that in to our x naught, y naught, and z naught. So you could essentially have 3 right answers, I think. But I think where we're going to probably do PQ cross PR, we'll probably just use the points and P naught, I guess. At least that's how I would attempt it. But I just wanted to put that formula out there. And another thing I want to point out is there's a lot of algebra with this. And you see how much room he gives us for number one?
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to take a bunch of scratch paper because there's no way I can fit that on the test.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Well,
you feel about that.
the test
Because I've already taken up half.
have more space, but
Yeah. Yeah, I've already taken up half the space with just writing the formula. The a times x, whatever, is where I want to go.
I cannot remember the formulas to save my life. I can
Yeah.
remember some of the procedures.
Yeah.
Like
See, then that's where I struggles with the procedures a lot of times.
I remember how to get the right answer with this question, I think. I do not remember the formula that's behind it.
All right.
And now I'm
So
down.
finding PQ, it's going to be 5 minus a negative 3 in the I direction.
Yeah.
Negative 2 minus a negative 2 in the Y. And 3 minus a negative 2. So I have P naught, Q naught is going to equal, oh, what did I do there? Is going to equal 8, 0, and 5. Is that what you're getting?
Yep.
All right. I did algebra right. How about that?
Yeah.
That doesn't happen often sometimes. All right. 0 minus a negative 3. And for the x of PR, negative 5 minus and negative 2. And then 4 minus negative 2.
Is it minus or plus with cross multiplication? No, with unit product.
What for what exactly?
For the dot product. So you do the top left times the bottom right.
And minus the
It
top
is
right
okay.
times the bottom left.
Okay. Just making sure. I doubted myself after I started.
Hey, I feel like that every time I do homework and, like I said, the quizzes and everything. Yeah, you're going a little faster than I am. I'm slow. Okay, where am I at now? Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to fit all this on there. I don't know what he's thinking with that little space. That's crazy. I can understand maybe finding U cross V, but number one. Okay, so we need to cross them.
Sweet. Oh, I'm missing something. How do I get the last part of the question?
Okay, so if you've already got, I haven't gotten PQ cross PR yet, but once you have that vector, you're going to multiply that vector by x minus x naught, and y minus y naught, and z minus z naught. And for the knots, I just pick the points in P, so it'd be -3, -2, -2.
Why would I do that?
Because you're trying to find a point in the plane where that intersects with
I
this.
just insert those in. Gotcha. I understand
Yeah.
what you're saying now.
Yeah, you only need to pick one point, and I think it doesn't matter which one, but since we did the PQ and PR, I just go with the P.
I did my math wrong. Lies. He did his math wrong.
Probably.
He has the wrong
I
answer.
haven't. He does.
I feel.
What's his answer?
Unless I did the freaking cross multiplication wrong again. Okay. When you
Maybe, but
middle one, J, or Y in our case.
so the J, you have a minus in front of everything else. So it's I in whatever's in the vertical lines minus J, whatever's in the vertical lines plus K, whatever's in the vertical lines. So I don't know. I always mess up with this.
Because the way
So I go.
he must have.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right with you, and then I can compare my answer. Because on the homework assignment last night, I just kept messing it up. In fact, I didn't finish it because it took so long trying to get some of them right and quizzing another class.
No kidding.
There's sometimes I spend at least 4 to 6 hours trying to do it. It feels like I'm pretty sure I have.
I am really good at getting through the my math lab stuff pretty quickly by following the examples and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is it doesn't retain very well if I go that quickly, but I just don't have time.
Yeah, no one does.
I don't have time to be spending 6 hours per assignment when we have 4 assignments a week.
Exactly. Isn't that crazy? All right, let's see. I've got 15. Boy, this is seeming bigger. What does he have for his answer? Okay. So I have 15I.
That's correct.
Okay. $25 in the. Oh wait, it's -$25 in the J direction.
No, that's wrong.
Is it? Well, no. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm doing the vector still. The normal vector. Is that what you got in your normal vector?
No.
And I have -24. What's his answer? And then I can see if I'm anywhere close.
15x plus 31y minus 24z. I just don't know where he's getting the plus 31. If I go the other way, I end up with plus 33.
Yeah, for some reason, I'm getting negative 25 instead of. It needs to be a positive 25, but
A positive.
according to this, no, for his thing and his vector, it has to be a positive. Here, let me just finish doing this x minus x naught business. Yeah, I think he has his signs wrong because, like you said, I'm pretty sure that's not right.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be a negative.
Yeah, because I don't see any way it's not.
I also don't understand how he's getting 31. I'm getting 33. Because I have 15 minus 48.
Oh boy, I have way bigger number than that.
What?
Oh, I see. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, so that's 15.
Because 5 times 3 is 15. Minus 8 times 6. 48.
Yeah.
Well, I feel fairly confident that I'm correct, especially since every single group quiz that he's created has been wrong.
Right.
There's always at least one question that he got incorrect.
Boy, I'm not getting. What are you getting for the on the other side of the equal sign? Because mine's starting to look like that's not possible now. Because I'm way bigger than that. I'm
Well, he is also adding 31 times 2 instead of subtracting.
yeah.
So let's see. We got.
So I get a negative 143.
That looks right to me.
Okay. So
Oh,
15x
actually, that doesn't.
minus 25.
What was your number again?
I have 15x minus 25y minus 24z equals a negative 143.
Where are you getting the 25y from?
So in the j direction, it's 8 times 5, which is 40, minus 5 times 3.
Whoa, what? 8 times 5?
Yeah.
It should be 5 times 3 minus 6 times 8. Or minus 8 times 6.
Oh no, I did the wrong thing. Well, good thing that you caught that. Okay, so it's 3, negative 3, 6. Crap, no wonder why my answers aren't quite right. So 8 times 6 is 48.
Hey, buddy. Go see your sister. Go on.
Okay, so you're right, it is 33. But I got everything else right, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
not sure
you're right.
how.
You're good. You know what you're doing. So then that means that's going to be 33 times in. Okay, so that's 66.
So it's plus 66.
Yeah, right.
Then plus 48.
So 159 is what you're getting.
I'm getting 69.
69.
Because 15 times negative 3 is negative 45.
Oh, yeah, sorry, that's negative. I forgot. Gosh, I don't know. See, this is the hardest part is algebra.
That's
Okay.
the only part that I'm good at.
Hey, it helps a lot.
If I can get it down to this point, I'm good. It's getting it to this point that I have trouble with.
Right?
Okay, I feel pretty good about our answer. I think the problem is just that he has sine and and 31 instead of 60, or 31 instead of 33 for some reason.
Yeah, so you said you have negative 27 now?
Negative 69.
Gosh, how am I not getting that right?
Or positive 69. So 15 times negative 3 is negative 45.
Right.
And then negative 33 times negative 2 is plus 66.
Mm-hmm.
And then negative 24 times negative 2 is plus 48.
Yeah, that's what I'm...
So 48 minus 45 is 3, plus 66 is 69.
I think I'm just messing up my my algebra, because I have plus 45.
It's supposed to be a negative.
Well, it's minus... oh, you're right. Gosh, okay. Man, that's... What a pain. Okay. Yeah, I'll just have to look at my algebra. Got it all jumbled up now, but what was the end answer for that again?
69.
69 is what you got?
The technical answer is
Okay.
15x minus 33y minus 24z equals 69.
Okay. Yeah. I have everything but the 69 figured out. I know it's somewhere in there because I'm getting 63, but my algebra is off, so we're gonna skip it and call it good. It's pretty close, so if I miss anything, it'll just be a little bit, and I'll just review it when I write it down again. All right, number 2. Oops. Oh, I'm on the solutions. Oh, come on. So that one shouldn't be too terrible. That one's a lot easier than the last one.
It's just cross multiplication.
Mm-hmm.
I remember how to get the dot product. How do you get the cross multiplication again?
Oh, that's kind of what we did on the last one. Do you remember that chart, the IJK, and then you put the vector U under there, -4, -4, -6?
I thought that was the dot product, though.
No, the dot product is that you multiply the x's together, and then you add that to the y's multiplied together, and then you add that to the z's multiplied together. That's the dot product. That produces a scalar. This one gives direction.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. And now we know why I do.
Hey, it's all good.
Good for it's not. I want to pass.
Yeah. Well, you're not the only one struggling. Like I said, I did okay on the tests and stuff, but I've done terrible on quizzes, and that makes up a lot of points.
Not as much as the test, though. I don't know
Yeah.
how, but I bombed the first test, and I felt confident. Like, I don't know.
I think a lot of people did. I don't know. It's just I'm sure he'll compensate because like I said, we can't be the only ones struggling with this.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like we're the only ones in this class. Like there's so many students in this class.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, chances are though, if you ever struggle, that there's always at least 1 or 2 other people struggling too in the class, and especially where it's online, it just takes so much more time than normal class too. And most of it's standardized. That I guess the quizzes and tests really aren't though, but I think that's why I struggle with the homework because it's hard to find examples from what we read.
Yeah.
So I have no idea how to do it because I don't have an example.
Well, that's why you do click find or follow example.
Right. Yeah, that is what I do. But like you say, if you go through it fast and you don't really remember it. Plus, I get it wrong anyway with algebra, so I have to redo it like 10 times. There's one I missed yesterday. It's because I didn't have the absolute value sign over it
Oh,
to show the magnitude. I was like, really? Are you kidding me?
you're talking
Because the
about.
answer I think was y or something. I can't remember. But I wanted the magnitude of y. It's just ridiculous. Okay, back. Dang it! Oh no, I did it right. Okay.
Okay, and then after we do the thing we did last time, we then need to put that under the square roots.
No, it just says the u cross v. It doesn't have the magnitude of u cross v.
His answer does.
What? That's not what it's asking. You kidding me?
Answer is 2 square root 2. So he had to have done that, and that's what it says in the. If you go into lesson 3 reading cross product, it shows that you have to do that for the cross product.
That doesn't make sense because when we were doing the binormal and tangential and normal vectors to a plane, you left it in vector form.
I don't know.
I mean, you did have to solve it for some stuff, but it's not supposed to go together because it still has x and y and z coordinates. That's technically correct. If he wants that answer, he should have the magnitudes symbol over it. That's dumb. Okay, well, that'll take me a little longer to get there. So the k direction I get 0.
What?
I said in the k direction I get 0.
Oh, I haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah.
I'm still on J.
Yeah, it's kind of obnoxious.
Well, this is interesting.
Why is that?
Wait, how do you get 0?
Because it's
Oh,
let me
-4.
make sure I did it right. Because when you are crossing -4 times 3 and minusing it times -4 times 3,
Yeah. That makes
it's opposite sign. Yep. I had to look and double check.
And then I got -34i plus 34j.
A negative what?
-34i plus 34j.
I'm getting a -2.
What?
I don't know. I don't because
I?
what I have is the -j, and it's going to multiply by -4 times 4, which is -16, minus a -6 times 3, which is a -18. So yeah,
Where's your
becomes positive.
-6?
What's that?
Negative? Oh, that would be where I.
It ends up being negative because the outside of the j, but it's -16 plus 18 inside the.
I didn't see that 6 was a negative for some reason. I had it down.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, you're good. Like I said, it's algebra is a pain. So I should get 2 in the x direction and -2 in the y, it looks like. With 0 for k. That really should be the answer because that's u cross v. That's so weird. Well, I'm glad we're going over the test then because I get it wrong.
So it's the square root of 8.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
Or 2 square root 2.
Yeah, which is probably what they want, I guess.
You got 2 square root 2, so.
I think they're both
have to reduce square roots and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. I've decided I don't like math.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Especially with all this little detail. Okay, find the area of the parallelogram whose vertices are given below. Oh, oops, I'm in the... Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. I can stay in here and just have the answers.
Yeah, because I mean, the answers aren't important. It's getting the answer that we need.
Yeah, it's not... Well, it's not even showing any of the work either, how to do it.
Nope.
So as far as I remember, we do what we did on the first problem. Except for once we cross it, then we take the magnitude of that, and that will give us our parallelogram. And we really only need AB and AC.
Yeah. Okay.
I think. And then we cross that. That should be right, but that's just me trying to remember.
Well, let's see if the answer is correct.
Yeah, right. That sounds hopeful, huh?
Well, we don't even have to do anything with A, so that's really nice.
Yeah, that makes it super easy.
436, 616. Cross multiply. 18 plus 6. 24. 24i plus 36 plus 24 is 50. Or no, it's minus. What am I doing? Ah, pen.
Yeah.
Oh, pen's dead. Great. One sec.
Dead pens are bad. 18 minutes.
All right, let's try this again. 18 minus 6 is 12. 12 by 36 minus 24 is 12. Okay.
So I get 12, 12, and minus 14.
Yep.
Perfect. Now I just need to take the square root of that. So it's 144 plus 144 plus 196. So it should be the square root of 484.
Is that 22?
Yep.
Sounds like it. Yep. Okay. That's how we do it. We did it.
We did it right, too.
Yeah. Let's try.
That's always
Forward.
positive.
I
I've already used a page and a half just doing this stuff.
I feel pretty good about the first few questions.
Yeah.
Strangely. It's only the last few that I feel worried
Okay.
about.
So for 4, I did okay on the quiz because we could use our synopsis, but I don't know the equations. I don't remember what projecting U onto V means anymore.
I don't either. But I could probably just look at it and remember.
I'm trying to look at it without looking it up, but I'm going to have to because I don't really remember.
Well, I mean,
That's why I think he needs to have a list of equations because there's no way I'm going to remember all these.
If he adds the equations at the top, I think I'll be kind of happy.
Yeah.
These are the equations that I just could not get.
See, these are the ones that I've just recently done, so I kind of remember them. But I haven't done anything with vectors in a while, so I don't remember them at all.
I felt pretty confident about the vector, so once I look at the equation, I feel like I'll.
Yeah. Like I said, I was just trying to do it without looking, but I'm going to have to look. I'm pretty sure it's something like v u dot v over the magnitude of v, magnitude of u, and there's some cosine and sine stuff, depending on which formula you want to do. Yeah, I don't know. There's just so much.
All right. Well,
Oh, must be week 4. I was thinking for some reason it was last week. It's on a week 4 submission. That's why. Oh,
I need to go into my math lab because I don't think he has the equation that I need written down in the reading.
I remember it because I never really looked on there. Oh, maybe I had to look it up on there. I don't remember. Okay, it's not in vector math, so I don't need that one. I wonder if it's in. I think it's in the application. Oh, here we go. It's in lesson. What is it? Lesson 12.3, the dot product.
Really? It's under dot product?
Yeah. Well, I knew it had to do with dot product. Here's what I have: the projection of u onto v, or PROJ subscript VU. It equals u dot v all over the, what do you call it? The magnitude of v times v over the magnitude of v. Another formula that it ends up is u dot v over v dot v times the vector v. I don't know if that was as clear as mud or not, but yeah, like I said, how am I going to remember that?
Oh yeah, the projection of
But it's
onto v is u dot v over v dot v times just v.
yeah, it's kind of dumb. I guess now I don't remember. Huh. Wouldn't. Well, I guess it works. I'll just remember. Okay, I think I remember from the word project VU. There's only one U, it's on the top, and the rest are V's. And maybe I can remember that way. Because you got V's all over. U dot V over V dot V times V. Okay, now I can go back.
How'd you get the dot product again? I don't know why, but that's the dot
So U dot
product
V is good.
times.
So it's the i's multiplied together. So ui times vi plus ui. Yeah, okay, you got it.
Oh, -8, -2 over
Well, you add them together, so. Oh shoot! I multiplied it and wrote it down. Okay. So I get. It should be -10, right? Is u dot v?
added together.
Yeah, you add them together because they become scalars.
Okay.
Because when you
Yeah.
multiply them together, you take away their dimensions.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Same concept as a square root, or I mean squaring it.
Okay. So yeah, it's -10 over.
And then 9 plus 16 plus 1. So it's going to be 26.
So negative 10 over 26,
That's what I'm seeing anyway.
which would be negative 5 over 13.
Right. I haven't reduced it yet, but yeah. And that's going to be multiplied by the vector v itself, which is 3, negative 4,
That doesn't make sense.
and 1. So we should be getting, for vectors,
Because the first digit he got is a 0.
he got a 0.
Yeah.
What? Maybe he did it wrong.
I can't see how he'd get a 0 unless he was multiplying it by u instead of v.
Well, let me look at here, let me share my screen real quickly, and then we can go from there and see. So here's what I'm looking at right here. This is the formula I used, u dot v over v dot v times v. So I'm not sure how he got his answer either. I think there's another error that we found.
Possibly, but I don't want to just assume that, you know?
Well, we definitely have our v dot v correctly. Let me see. I think we've got our u and u dot v and v dot v right. Is that correct?
I think so.
Oops, I want to look here. Well, he has negative 5 over 2, but I'm going to have not that. That's weird. Because I'm getting like negative 15 over 13. And then 20 over 13.
Hold on. Finish this.
And then negative 10 over 26. That's what I'm getting.
I have no idea.
Well, we're doing it correctly.
I'm going to find it in my math lab really quick.
Yeah, that might be good. Here, I'll stop sharing, then you can share your screen when you get to that, and then that way you can see. Because it seems very odd. Because if we can't even get the right. But if we have the right answer, we can find the u minus projection of u onto v. That shouldn't be too hard.
Weird.
What's that?
The Proj thing isn't in the dot product.
It might be in the application. I can't remember where that one was, because sometimes the homework assignment doesn't correlate with what we read.
Which is really frustrating when that happens. It's not in vector application either.
Well, the only other vector one would be the cross product, and it shouldn't be in that one.
No,
But maybe it is. I don't know. I don't see how that's even possible to get that.
I really don't understand. Whenever I'm looking for something, I can never find it in the homework.
Yeah, maybe let me Google it.
I
Let's see.
remember doing Proj. I remember doing those. So where is it? Okay, maybe I was looking in the wrong place. Let me try the dot product again. This is gonna drive me nuts. I swear I remember doing these problems.
I know we did do it.
So where is it?
No idea.
Because it's not in cylinders and quadratic surfaces.
No, it should be in one of those three.
Yeah. And I don't see it anywhere. It's just gone. It's like it never happened.
Yeah. I'm trying to find an example. I see the same formula we were looking at.
Yeah, u dot v over v times dot v times v.
Yeah, we've got the right formula. I don't know why it's incorrect. I think they multiplied by the wrong vector.
The only thing that I can think of is that he multiplied it incorrectly.
Yeah, because it's not projection of u onto, or projection of v onto u.
Yeah,
U dot v.
that has to be it. I can't.
I think he switched the u's and v's, because let's try solving it that way and see what we get. So we definitely have the -10 still. But the u dot u now is going to be, it should be 8, right? Square root 2 square root of 2. That doesn't seem like that's going to cancel out, does it?
No, it doesn't.
So that's not the right way either, but we get the x in the vector, right? Which would be 0. What the heck? I just don't get it.
I don't either. I also don't get how B works. I'm just gonna have to take it to a tutor.
Okay, so B, let's just use the answer we have in A. So we're going to put the vector u, right? So here, let me just, u minus,
If you use the answer we got in A, then B is correct.
what's that?
If you use the answer we got in A, or the answer that he got in A, the answer you got in B is correct, because 0 minus 0 is 0. -5 halves. Never mind.
Minus.
How did he get that?
Oh, okay. Well, let's write it out, and then I think it's because you have this minus projection of that vector, so it's going to flip the signs.
Oh, because it's 2 minus negative.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Yeah,
Well,
no, that's correct.
it's still weird because it's not the right answer. I'm 100% sure this is incorrect. But hey, what do I know?
I don't know.
Okay, so if we add them together and keep them in their respective places, I get 9 over 2 for y and negative 9 over 2 for z. And 0 for x, I guess. Yeah, that's what he has there.
Yeah.
Well, we at least know how to go from step A to step B correctly.
Because it's so hard, subtracting the 2
Okay,
vectors.
now we have to do the dot product of v and the answer we just got. Let's see
Wait,
if we get the right answer. I think something's messed up there. I don't think that's, I don't know. So now it's going to be v dot u minus. What does this even do? The u minus project v dot u. I don't even know what that means. I understand the projection of u onto v, I guess.
wait, okay, what's the question? Sorry.
Oh, I guess my question is, what the heck do all three of those mean? I know the projection of u onto v is how far u goes into the v direction. And so I just think that it's saying the distance with vectors between the two is b, but I don't know for sure. And then what does the dot product of that mean? I don't know. I'm just trying to.
I'm not going to use any of this in my real life, so
Yeah, I was talking to some engineers a little while ago, and they say, "Oh yeah, we don't do any of that. We have computers for it." I'm like, really? Ridiculous. But I guess you need to understand it, so I don't know. Makes the professors happy. Okay, dot 0, 9/2. It's 0.
no, that one.
Okay, minus 18 plus 9/2.
Plus negative 9/2.
Yeah, plus negative, you're right. So then it should be negative 45 over 2.
Yep.
I think that just proved we did the dot products correctly. So because that's what we just did was the dot product of them. So I really don't understand the beginning.
I think that he just
That can't be right.
did U at the end instead of V. I don't know.
Well, could be. But we still got what, 13/26 and the denominator?
How are you supposed to draw that on a test?
Oh, are we drawing that?
No, sorry, I was looking at question 6.
Oh, I thought we had to draw that, and I thought, oh crap, I don't know how to do it. All right, there's one page down, front and back. This will be good because it'll let me know how many pages you need to take for the test. All right, fine. the parameterization of RT of the line segment from, oh crap, I don't remember how to do this. One possible answer?
Yeah, you could do it in a lot of different ways, but I mean, I understand where he's getting it from, but
Okay, so he uses 0, 8, 2 as his initial point, is the way I'm looking at it. And then he subtracts them together. So let me just work through it and see if I can figure that out. You already figured it out then?
yeah. Well, in my mind, not by equations.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think. Like I said, it's hard to prove with all the space we have available how we got our answers. So 0 minus 0, negative 8 minus 8, and 2 minus 2. So that should be 0, negative 16, and 0. Or did I have the negatives mixed up? Okay. And then that's at time 0. It should be 0 plus some constant, 8 plus some constant t, 2 plus some constant t. So if t equals 0, that works there. And those are my c's I just found, I think. So that one should be 0. And that one should be a negative 16. Okay, I think I figured out how to do it. Because I get 0, negative 16t, 8 minus negative 16t, and 2. Which seems like the answer. Where t just equals 1.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I figured out 5. That didn't seem too bad. All right, so now we're on number 6, right? Sketch each and define. Okay, well, we know it's not a hyperboloid because there's no minuses. And it would be a sphere except for the z is big. So it's not quite spherical, so it's a big oval, which is like an ellipse. So that would be my choice. Is that what you're seeing too?
Yeah.
Okay. So now how to graph that though?
That's just gonna take practice. I think that I'd rather work on 6 through 13 just on my
Just
own.
together? On your own?
Yeah. I
Want to just work through one of them and then we'll ignore the rest?
I just
I
don't
don't
really
think it'll
want to
take a
do.
lot of time to go through this because, like I said, when I was reading, it said that to do it, you just get rid of x, y, or z. You just say that's 0 and graph it. So if we get rid of z, x squared plus y squared is a circle, right?
Yeah.
And so those should be the same point. So I'm on mine. I just um, picked this spot. I did 4. I made it. It should just be 1, huh?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I did mine 4, so I'll have to do z at 16, but it won't matter. So we've got those ones, and so it's kind of hard to draw it. I'm just going to draw That's kind of a funky looking thing. I just drew two circles in the X and the Y. I don't think that's gonna work. It's kind of confusing.
What he drew, and I don't know how I'm supposed to draw that right now.
Yeah, what he drew isn't what I'm drawing right now.
He didn't even draw it.
Oh, I guess.
I wish they had put in like hand drawn ones. That way we could see how to actually do it.
Yeah. Well, okay, so here I know this, that Z, if you get rid of either X or Y, it's always going to be a fourth the radius.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a fourth as tall. So I did that one wrong. Man, it's just confusing. I almost have it, but well, we can skip it because just guessing. I thought I could figure out 6 pretty easily since it's circular, but I can't draw it what I'm expecting.
Yeah. I don't know how to draw any of the ones that I need to do. So I
Well,
don't have the biggest clue what
it's
I'm
hard because we haven't really covered it very much. I mean, he's thrown graphs on there, but that's not the same thing. Graphing in 3D is different. Okay, so if that's one, that'll be one. Okay, I see now, I think. In the Z direction. Oh, except for and then in the Y direction. Boy, I'm gonna have a hard time explaining why it is the way it is, because I mean, I got the shape, the outside, but I don't know how to do the dimensions. Oh, so I do have it kind of crossed like he does. Oh, okay. I wish I could draw on my computer, then it could. Oh, wait, maybe I can. If I can, then I'll show you what I'm thinking, and then we can go on after this.
Sure.
So you need to get into a text or a paint file or whatever. It's gonna look terrible because I don't ever use a computer. Now I don't have the mouse, just this. Oh, I can do some lines. That might be easier. Okay, let me just practice, and then once I get it figured out, kind of how I want it. Okay, that's not what I want.
Oh, dude, what do you want? Why do you keep doing
Okay, I might be able to do something with it. So let me share my screen.
Okay. You go play with your sister?
All right, so we've got our X, Y, and Z. Oh, I wish I could. Can I copy that? That'd be awesome. Perfect. Okay. All right, so for right here, this is going to be x squared plus y squared equals 1. If I can move it, I guess that'll work. And this one's going to be x squared plus 4z. It's just z, isn't it? Or is it z squared?
It's 4z squared.
Okay, that's what I thought. And that's going to equal 1. Then, oops. Move. Okay, I guess it's staying. Oh, there we go. All right, and then that's going to be y squared 4z, oops, squared equals 1. Okay, so what I was thinking is, so we know that if you go, say this is going to be 1. Wait, yeah, 1 in that direction. Say that's 1 in that direction. Oh, come on, don't do that to me. It's going to be, oh, here we go. 1 in that direction. And then 1 in that direction. We just need to draw a circle that fits those. I don't know if I can do it with this or not. Oh, so that's wrong. How do I undo? So just have to draw a circle that fits in this plane, which I'm struggling with that. So I got to be somewhere like right here. Anyway, it's kind of circle. Oh, there we go. I can move it. It'll be kind of weird looking, so it's kind of at an angle. But you have a circle like that there, right?
Okay.
Which that kind of mirrors what he does there. And then, so this one, now we do kind of the same thing, except for we know that this one in the x direction is going to be 1 in both directions. Oops. But in the z direction, it's going to be a little shorter, about 1/4 of the height. It's kind of hard to see. Maybe I should make that one in the bottom bigger. Just go over it. Okay, something like that. So now you have to draw an oval, and it's going, or circle, and it's going to be a little funky because it's got to fit in between the z direction. Oh, come on. There we go. And then it's got to extend to the, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show it on here. But anyway, you just do your z height there, and then you connect and do it in that plane, if that makes sense. And then same thing in the YZ, but it's just going to be, oh, I have it in the wrong direction, actually. No, it's the same thing. I'll just finish doing it. But anyway, if you put them together, if you look at how he's done the problem, he's got these lines cross-bracing it, which go basically perpendicular or parallel with the plane that it's in. So if it's if you don't have the z axis, it's kind of parallel with that, I think. I don't know. Maybe no, perpendicular. I don't know. It's confusing. But anyway, when I just did it by hand on my paper, I did it, but I had these weird cross brace looking things. And let's see how he did it. I think it's right here. Oh no. There we go. So he just did the big plane like I did first, and then I had this weird cross bracing that followed in the y direction, in the y axis. And that one was, which one was that one that I graphed? When z is small. Okay, so this line here is when it's y squared plus 4z squared equals 1. Because y is going to be 4 times the distance of z. And it goes along that plane. And then the x plus 4z equals 1 is the same thing, but just with the x. So those two are going to be the same, just on the different planes. And adding them together is the hard part, because the first time I did it, it looked funky. It looked like 3 crazy ovals, and then the second time I did it, I knew kind of spherically that x and the y should, or x squared and y squared should be the bigger picture because they take up more space. But I had to draw it the first time. But other than that, I have no idea how to do it. I just draw them individually in their own planes, just so you can do that, and then you can add them together. That's my only strategy at the moment. And I did that, and it still doesn't look right. So I don't know. What do you think? Is that helpful at all? It kind of helped me see, but I don't know about do it.
Yeah. It was helpful. I just
Yeah, I think if we just break it into 3 graphs and then you can combine it, it might be easier to see what's going on. Because when I tried to do all 3 at once, it didn't work so well. But after I graphed all 3 of them and tried to do it, then it made more sense. So, I don't know. Well, we can go on from here. I'll go ahead and stop sharing real quick. Oh, I guess I could do that. I don't know. I kind of want to. Maybe I'll mess around. If I can figure something out, I'll shoot you an email or something. But boy, it's a pain.
I'm definitely going to meet with my with the tutor to before the test.
Yeah, pretty smart. The graphing is going to be kind of hard to. I don't know how to identify it all. And that's just more memorizing useless facts,
Yeah, no,
essentially.
that's entirely what it is. It's just memorization.
Boy, and there's some that are funky, like oh, let me see, where am I looking at? Is it 12? 12 through D? How in the heck are you supposed to do that?
You're looking at 12?
Is it 12? Oh no, it's not 12. Sorry, 14. I have no idea at all how to do 14.
Yeah, I have no idea either.
I mean, I glanced at the notes on that, but we never really did anything with it, so
I don't know.
gosh. So to find the vector field, you just take the derivative of that.
Yeah. All right, to be honest, I probably should get going.
Okay, sounds good.
There's some other homework stuff that I need to do today.
Yep. Well, I think we got half of it. The other half, like you said, we need to study more and meet with people, whatever. Because basically that's all it is. Oh, there's more than that. Dang it.
Yeah,
There's a 15 through 17. See, it didn't print that last page. So I'm just looking online now. Holy crap. That's a lot.
yeah.
I'm not going to get this test done in 2 hours, and that's the limit.
It's not the limit.
Oh, it's not? Oh, I thought we. Oh.
No, that's just general. This is how long it should take you.
I gotcha.
But there's
Okay, let's.
no actual limit on the test, as far as I know. All of this
Yeah.
stuff down below is applying the equations he has at the top, though.
Yeah, I feel confident with most of that stuff
I
because
don't know.
that's what we just went over. So I'm not worried about those. I mean, I need to go over them, but
Confidence, to be honest, but
this one, I think this is going to be a lot harder test because of this graphing stuff.
That's what worries me.
I have no idea how to do 14. The other ones I can maybe kind of guess what it could be, possibly. I
Yeah.
might not know what it's called, but I might be able to do it. But yeah, this one is just a little funky. So, okay, well, if you need to go, that's fine. Thanks for your help. You really helped me understand it. Working through it together just seems to help.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate doing that.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Well, I guess I'll talk to you next week.
Yep, sounds good. We'll see you.